Hi guys, welcome to Finance Tutorial. Thank you for the warm response. Before we dive into the financial market, banking sector, investment, let's understand some basic jargons which are generally used by this sector. This terminology we will try to understand with examples. So, for the ease, let's start with basic. Let's say you want to start a company. You have resources, some money, and some place to set up. So, what do? You register and start a business on your own. This type of business is called sole proprietorship. There are certain things to keep in mind for this. So, let's say that you have started a business on your own and you have invested 100 rupees of your own and took a loan of 1000 rupees from bank. Now suppose your business is not doing well, you made loss and you have to pay interest to the banks for the money you took. But when the business is funded such way, banks can seize your personal property for the repayment of the loan that they have given you. Such structure is known as unlimited liability. Now, suppose you don't want to start a business on your own, but do so with partner. So, this form is known as partnership. Partnership is basically of two types: general partnership and limited partnership. In partnership, all the partners provide some cash or equivalents to the organization. In general partnership, all the partners are liable for all the debts of the company. Other form, that is limited partnership, in that every responsibility is limited to the amount of money invested. However, it is good to note that the partners does not participate in the management of business. Only general partners do, and they have unlimited liability. Here, unlimited liability type of business is difficult, right? To to grow and the raise fund, and people are risk adverse and hesitant for such type. So there is another form which is known as corporations. It can be public limited or private limited. It is basically an organization which act as an entity. In case of limited liability company, the ownership is represented in terms of shares or stock, and liability is limited to the amount of shares owned by a person. Here ownership is in form of shares, so it is easily transferable, as in case of unlimited liability type, the company may dissolve after death of a owner or general partner, or there is difficulty in transferring. But in case of corporations, no such problem is faced. The company may run years after the death of original person who actually started the company. But the fundraising, the limited liability company, it is funded through two ways: either by equity, which is basically company issues shares and raise fund by it, and by debt, where company take loans and issue bonds or debentures and raise fund through it. So before understanding equity, we have to know two type of market. The first one is primary market, where shares of the company is sold from company to investors, and secondary market, where shares of the company is traded amongst investors. So primary market in simple term is a new issue market. The company, for example, company is unlisted. In such cases, company issues initial public offer, which is generally known as IPO. And if a company needs more fund or capital for some project or other reason, then they go with further public offering, that is known as FPO. After shares are being issued, it is traded between investors in secondary market. Now there is another thing you should be knowing, and that is shares or stock, which is capital raised through equity, shows your ownership of the company, which means if you own 10 shares of 10,000 shares issued by a company, that means you own 0.1% of the company. Let us understand another way of financing now, that is debt. The basic transaction is the same. You pay money and company issue bond to you. But here company owes you that money. You get return on bonds, and it is more secure than equity, because even if company goes bankrupt, they are obliged to pay you. The difference in case of shares and the dividend is optional, but in case of bonds, the interest had to be paid. Also, in case of shares, the return is dependent on the performance of the company, whereas in case of bonds, the interest is fixed. There are government bonds and private bonds. The payment is generally over the counter, and these are traded in secondary market. Now, the question arises is, why do we invest in stock market? Why do we buy shares or bonds rather than putting money in banks? The answer is rate of return is higher. In simple terms, which is people get is higher. Now that goes to the next video, the topic which we introduced, rate of return, inflation, how the rate of interest is calculated. So stay tuned. If you want any other topic to be covered, please let us know in the comment section. Thank you.